Okay, this is Basic Movement 4. Let's run it. Exactly the same kind of stuff. Got moving up and down, left and right, back and forth, but we detect collision this time. When these objects collide, then we're going to stop the action. That's an important idea. For example, if you think of Pong, you think of the computer game Pong, you know that you're moving a paddle up and down or left and right, depending on how the board's oriented. And when the ball collides with the paddles, you make the ball change direction. So that's something we need to be able to do. We need to be able to detect collision, and that's what this program is all about. It's virtually identical. That is, all of this stuff from here up is exactly the same code as before. Create the objects, wait a little bit, move the first object, change the direction if necessary, move the second object, change the direction if necessary. That's all exactly the same, but now I want to stop things if I have a collision. And the way I say, did these two objects collide, is to say if collides is part of the library, part of the StartPy library. If C1 collides with R1, if that's equal to true, notice that it's equal. That's how we do logical or true-false comparisons. If these two things collide, then break. And break says jump out of whatever loop you are in. So that hops us out of the while loop. Execution continues down here, and that results in a stop. So again, bounce things back and forth, moving them like that, and eventually we're going to run into things, and that stops it. Now the only question is, what does collide, how is collision defined? And it's fairly complicated, but the answer is, well, actually the idea of collision is complicated, but our answer is simple. If the rectangular box around the circle bumps into or overlaps the rectangular box around the rectangle, then that's a collision as far as we're concerned.